For too long, we looked at the map and saw boundaries. We looked at the horizon and saw an ending. We treated the ocean as something vast, distant, and separate from us. But we created that distance ourselves, because the ocean never cared about our borders. It flows through us. In the air you are breathing right now, every second breath you take is a gift from the sea. It is the thermostat regulating our chaotic climate. It is the great living engine of this planet. It feeds billions, carries ancient ecosystems beneath its waves, and shelters nearly 80% of Earth's biodiversity. Whether you stand on a crowded coastline or live thousands of miles from the sea, your life is still tethered to the tide. From the frozen silence of the Arctic Ocean to the endless blue of the Pacific, from the powerful Atlantic currents to the warm waters of the Indian Ocean, to the untouched wilderness surrounding Antarctica, the ocean connects every corner of Earth. Long before humanity built borders, the sea carried life across the planet. It shaped civilizations, fed nations, and regulated the delicate balance that allows us to exist. And now, for the first time in history, that balance is beginning to break. But our blue planet is suffocating. Right now, less than 17% of the world's land and only around 8% of the global ocean is truly protected. The rest is left vulnerable to overfishing, pollution, ghost nets drifting endlessly through the sea, oil spills, bycatch, and oceans warming faster than marine life can adapt. Coral reefs that once exploded with color are turning white. Fishing communities travel farther than ever before, only to return with emptier nets. A sea turtle swimming through plastic cannot tell the difference between a jellyfish and a bag. And somewhere in the deep ocean tonight, a whale carries the weight of humanity's waste through waters that once sustained life in perfect balance. For decades, we operated in the blind spots of history. We took and took and took, believing the ocean's generosity was infinite. It is not. And time is running out. In parts of the world, children are growing up without ever seeing healthy coral reefs. Entire ecosystems are disappearing before the next generation even has the chance to understand what was lost. For many coastal communities, this crisis is no longer distant. Rising seas swallow homes, storms grow stronger, fish populations collapse. Families who depended on the ocean for generations are now fighting simply to survive. And yet, despite everything, hope is still alive. Because 2026 may become the year the tide finally turns. On January 17, 2026, the historic High Seas Treaty officially entered into force. For the first time in modern history, humanity chose to protect the vast international waters beyond national borders, an area covering nearly half the surface of Earth, not owned by one nation, not controlled by one flag, but shared by all life on this planet. This was more than diplomacy. It was proof that humanity can still choose cooperation over collapse. A victory driven by scientists, activists, indigenous communities, young leaders, and thousands of organizations around the world who refuse to let the ocean disappear in silence. And maybe the most powerful voices of all came from young people, a generation refusing to inherit a dying planet quietly. Across more than 170 countries, millions of young people are organizing cleanups, restoring coastlines, fighting for policy change, and demanding protection for the high seas. Not because they are powerful politicians, but because they understand something simple. If the ocean dies, our future dies with it. As youth leader Ava Havidik said, "When young voices rise for the ocean, hope stops being an idea and starts becoming a movement. And that movement is growing, not next year, now." But treaties alone cannot save the ocean. Promises written on paper mean nothing without action. Now the world must follow through. The mission is clear. Protect at least 30% of our lands, waters, and ocean by the year 2030, the global 30x30 goal. And one of the most powerful tools we have to achieve it is strong marine protected areas. Places where ecosystems can recover, where fish populations can rebuild, where coral reefs can breathe again, where marine life is protected not just in words, but through real enforcement and long-term commitment. Because protecting the ocean is not about locking nature away. It is about giving life a chance to survive. A healthy ocean stabilizes the climate, absorbs enormous amounts of carbon, produces oxygen, protects coastlines, supports livelihoods, and may still hold scientific and medical discoveries humanity has not yet imagined. Scientists say the ocean may hold treatments for diseases we have not yet cured. Entire ecosystems in the deep sea remain unexplored. Even now, humanity understands more about the surface of the moon than parts of our own ocean. And yet we continue to treat this living world as disposable. But imagine a different future. Imagine coral reefs alive with color once again. Imagine coastlines protected by thriving mangroves. Imagine whales migrating safely through protected waters. Imagine future generations inheriting an ocean filled with life instead of silence. That future is still possible, but only if we act now. And this is why World Ocean Day matters. Not as a symbolic celebration, but as a global awakening. A reminder that the future of the ocean is still being written. This June 8th, millions of people around the world will come together with one message: strong marine protected areas for our blue planet. Because whether you live beside the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic, or the Southern Ocean surrounding Antarctica, we all share the same future. One ocean, one climate, one interconnected world. And for the first time in generations, humanity has the chance to reimagine its relationship with the sea, not as conquerors, not as owners, but as guardians. Imagine a child born today. What kind of ocean will they inherit? An ocean filled with coral reefs, whales, sea turtles, and life. Or silent waters remembered only through old documentaries and photographs. That decision is being made right now by governments, by industries, by communities, by us. Because the future is not decided by treaties alone. It is decided by the people willing to protect what protects them. So this World Ocean Day, raise your voice, support ocean protection, hold leaders accountable, refuse to let the ocean remain out of sight and out of mind. Because when humanity protects the ocean protects humanity in return.